Hey, what's going on? This is Jim with Real World PDR. Beautiful day here at the shop. Well, I guess it's a beautiful day anytime you're not stuck the f inside, isn't it? Before we get started, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to this channel to let me know that you're digging all the free PDR content that I'm putting out. You haven't heard from me for a minute because Kasper and I hit the hail trail. Now, normally I'll just stay here in my retail shop and not chase hail, but because of we were pretty slow. Figured, what the hell? It made more sense to chase hail than to sit on our ass. We're just finished up doing some hail here in a secret location in Mexico, I believe. And I want to show you some tools that I wish I would have had when I was doing this regularly. Say it.
Regularly.
So instead of sounding like a broken record, I'll let these people tell you what we're going to talk about today.
Excalibur.
Excalibur. Now, I don't plan to go crazy in depth with every one of these tools because, well, that'd be a long video, and there's plenty of content like that at realworldpdr.com. But I'm just gonna show you a few of these things that absolutely changed the game for me and give you some examples. So a lot of times when I do these review videos, I might tell you that, hey, this tool would work really good for hail. Now, I did do hail for years, but I don't currently do it all the time, so that's kind of speculation. But since I had the opportunity here recently, I did have the opportunity to use some of these tools, and it did turn out to be absolutely true. Let me show you some must-haves. Number one, everybody at this storm had the screwdriver set. These things are flippin' amazing. They get into all kinds of wacky places you wouldn't think they would, and they give you tons of leverage. And remember, a lot of the times, you're pushing like so. Ergonomic as hell. Way better than twisting your wrist, causing possible tendonitis like I have, and it sucks. But I've already talked at length about these on the Dent Tools Freak channel, and actually 2 years ago, these were what I declared Tool of the Year. So you've seen enough content on those. So these other tools you have heard me talk about as well, but I didn't even really know how good they were. The AK set. These things are fucking great. I find myself using these instead of whale tails as much as I can. They're thin enough to squeeze under most braces, but they got enough balls behind them that when you get under there, a little bit of movement there, you're moving tons of metal. They're great. Now they come in a bunch of different sizes. This orange set is my favorite in the smaller diameter sizes. The right and left of this red set I've decided is an absolute must-have. If you don't have it, are you even a dent guy? No. I don't think so. So the ones that look like this, and there's also ones with the black tips, those are the right and left set, and these things are incredible. I have some footage of me using them, but I haven't even begun to show you all these things can do. For instance, if you don't have to reach that far up into some bracing or a little hole or whatever, if you turn this thing upside down, suchly, the power you get from that is incredible. So if you put that in there upside down, bam, bam, bam. I find that replacing those pick tools, those ultra pick tools, the tequila set that I would normally use for that kind of situation, I find myself using this instead. These will make you all the money. I mean, I guess if you don't like money, that's your thing. I like money. Who the fuck doesn't like money? If you like money, buy these. Now here's kind of an off-the-wall one that at first glance, you probably think, what the fuck is that? Rail rod from Excalibur. So you've seen me use the rail rod at realworldpdr.com and on this YouTube channel, but I finally got to use it for what it was made for.
Well, what was it made for, Jim?
What the fuck? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a twin. What it was made for were those dents that are super duper close to the rail on the roof. Get it now? You can work that thing from the side. Boom! Even that weird little crooked fingernail curve that it has works perfect for that. One of those tools that you might not grab all the time, but if you do hail regularly, this is gonna save you all kinds of time and heartache when you get those annoying little dents. Or big dents. They're all fucking annoying though. So definitely recommend a full-time hail guy pick up this. So I might be giving away a secret here. And if I am, Rick, please forgive me. Now, if you've been in the PDR game for a while, you are familiar with these spoon tools. There's no real magic that goes into them. There's lots of ways to use them, but you'll have to discover that as you try it. But the way Rick makes them is awesome. A little addition. Why the fuck did nobody else think about it? But look at that little kick right there towards the heel of your hand. So when you're pushing down, you got all kinds of fucking leverage. It's real natural. It works well. Anytime you can slide this thing under a brace, it's fabulous. These things, Rick, if you're not making them, I'm gonna check your website. I'm gonna let your secret out. If you're not making them, maybe this is the push to make them, because everybody needs these. Well, I'm kind of dumb sometimes, and I forgot to make a silly little video for this one, but this is the hood and deck set. I hate saying this because it's way overused, but this is a game changer. In this clip, I'm showing you how far this tool is actually reaching through some really tight areas. Now, what's even more impressive is you're gonna see how little I have to move my hand to get that much movement out of this dent. The ergonomics on these tools are second to none. You can see there is not much pressure I'm putting on my body for that. Also, won't distort even like 1/4 inch holes. That's a tiny little hole, gets in there, and it's not gonna distort it. Expect a full follow-up on this set of badass tools. I'm telling you, these things are great. So I had to take a walk to the other side of the shop to show this one. So last, but in no way least, one of the best tools I've ever used. Should I shave my unibrow? These Excalibur pick tools, oh my God. Whoa. They make a bunch of them. But basically they come in double bend, whoop, and straight. In different lengths and diameters. So I don't say this lightly. I mean every word. I've weighed the consequences of what I'm about to say, and these very well be my favorite PDR tools that I've ever owned. And I've owned all the tools. So many tools. I've owned every tool. Twice. 4 times sometimes. These mamma jammas are ridiculous. Now, they won't replace your normal pick set. And for that, I've been using something like the tequila pick set. Love these things as well. They won't replace that because of the kick. What? As you can see here, the Excaliburs have a real long kick on them, whereas that's real short. The short allows you to snake into tighter areas. But these things are great for anything that's in the open. As a matter of fact, I even use this one and some of the longer ones and the kind with the sharp tips for roofs. For real. And that's not all. I've already known these things are amazing because I use them doing retail all the time. I love these. The ergonomic handle. I tell you what, first time I saw that, was not impressed, looked weird, couldn't get behind the idea, but now that I've used it, give me a fucking break. So check it. It might not seem like a lot until you put 200,000 pushes on something. But normal kind of handle, just a regular old pipe handle like that, versus this. If I'm working on a quarter panel, working on it this way, correct? Standard old pipe handle tool, I'm all the way around and I'm pushing like so, right? I'm pushing just like this. This is not a natural position for my hand to be in. Same dent, different tool. Now I'm pushing on that quarter panel, check it. Push, push, push. This is natural for my hand. This is how my hand should be. This is where my hand's happy. My wrist is happy. My whole body's happy because I'm pushing like this, right? Again, you might not notice. You've been doing it the same way for years, but when you make the change, when you get used to it, you will never want to go back. I told you, I did not understand this at first. I thought it looked stupid and weird until I actually got to using it. Holy smokes, Rick Hummert. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. It's that good. For real, that good. And then the fact that he offers different tips for it. You got the blade style, and then you got your sharps. You are so set up. For real, quite possibly my favorite tool of all time. I said it, I meant it, I'd say it again. This has been a fabulous year for tools anyways. I've gotten my hands on all kinds of great shit, but I'm telling you right now, Excalibur is leading the pack, especially with that pick set. So Rick, if you're hearing me, keep it up. Never stop making tools. I would die without you. So when it comes down to it, those are the tools that changed my hail doing experience. Better than anything I'd experienced in the past, just because I had ergonomic tools and they were stone cold awesome. Just had a customer roll up. It's 7 o'clock. What are you doing here, silly? So I just had a thought. I think that pick set from Excalibur Tools might be the set that finally replaces my MT set from PDR Finesse. And the MT set is wonderful. I've been recommending that thing for years. Having a real tough time with this right now. It really is that good though. Can't believe I just said these words. I love that MT set. Anyway, another company also made a huge change in my hail game, and we're gonna talk about that at a later date. And I've got some other cool tools coming from Anson, and maybe the most exciting is the cam auto glue stuff that I'm gonna show you. What stuff? Like all of it. So expect to see some wacky and wild glue pulling videos coming up real soon, probably in the content at realworldpdr.com. Bye. Thanks for watching, ladies and gents. Make sure you check out revolutionpdrtools.com for Kasper Jim creations and tools over there. And of course, realworldpdr.com is the best place to find online PDR tutorials. Also, if you haven't heard about the RWO podcast yet, make sure you check that out. If you are a tech already and you're looking for some estimating software, make sure you check out our friends over at Dent. Estimate accurately and make more money.